Hello guys,
Hello.
Yash. Hi,
Hello.
hi then. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. Hi Rohit.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Hello, Rohit.
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's good. Soumya, hello.
Hi,
How are you, Soumya?
going on?
Good. No. So that's gonna wait for a few minutes or two. Uh, there were something like 20 something persons theoretically attending to the meet. So we are 10. That's gonna wait for a little bit more.
Andrew, by the way, how's the weather there?
So what?
Weather.
Weather? I mean, normal. We are just about to start um, winter. It depends. I mean, here today maybe we are. I'm not sure. Let me ask Google. Google. Okay, Google. ¿Qué temperatura hace fuera? 8 degrees. 8 degrees. The question
Okay.
is as in Lleida we have plenty of fog, and some days you go outside home and you don't see not more than 4 meters in front of you. But no, it's not today. Today we have a clear day.
Hi, hace frío. It's really cold here. Right now, temperatures are between -1 and 1. So
-1 is nothing. I mean, you have to go till 15, 20 below zero. You will start to get
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You get
that.
used to it.
So 1 degree below zero now. Soumya, what temperature is your place?
I think it's 19 here.
19! Woo! Very good weather. Rohit, your place?
Same 19.
But you don't live in the same city, or see? Oh, yes.
Yes.
You two live in the same city? You and Soumya? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. Excuse me. I don't remember all of those colleagues from India where they live. I remember, but I don't know the other pronounce what was the place for Yash. Yash is what is the name of the place? I don't remember.
It's Chandigarh.
Chandigarh. Of course, the name now is in Pune, so it's easy for me. And let me check where are the other persons. But I can see those guys. I'm trying to. Let me try to open the change layout. This is the maximum. I can see the face of the other guys. If you want to say hello, Tahagat, Tatagat, excuse me for my pronunciation, Tatahat,
It's Tathagat.
Tatagat. Okay, thank you. How are
Yes.
you, man?
Um, Hello, everyone.
Hello. You
Mm,
okay?
What?
You okay? Are you okay?
Yes. I just had dinner for this meet, so I'm just here.
I would say we are almost done, and that's not true. Half of the persons were not Shubham.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Shubham. Why don't you ask your lovely face in the camera? Because we want to see people.
Yeah, definitely it might poses a bit of problem because I'm joining from
I'm
mobile.
seeing you. I don't
But
know what's
yes,
the
yes, I
problem.
am.
We're seeing you now. You have to show your lovely smile, so don't be shy, please. This meeting is about to know the
Yeah.
people, to start to know the people that want to start with us. And Tagat. You have your camera or what? No.
I have a camera, but actually my room is a bit tidy here, so that's why.
Oh, that's a bad excuse. No problem. So, uh, we are not gonna wait any more time. So I'm out of time. So let's go. Let's go start. You might remember this today is just for us to say nothing. Like when I say us, I mean just fundamentals. That's the time. And it's up to you guys to make questions if you have any, and we will try to answer those questions. So mics are open. Just don't be polite and start asking. Maybe you don't have any question, and today it's going to be a easy meet. Yanedra has come after having found his meet link for today. Yanedra, show
Hello,
us your
hello,
camera.
sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, there was a slight technical glitch over here, so that's why I was not able to hear you guys.
No problem.
Yes,
Good. Good. For you, it's almost night. I understand. Bedan, what time is it here?
It's
it's
8:40.
8:37 hour.
Almost
Yeah, 8:40.
Yes, it is. It's quite dark.
here. It's 4:07. We still have maybe 30 minutes of light. Maybe. So again, this meeting is about your questions. And the new persons. Sami is not new. We know Sami very well. Shubham, you are more or less new. Janedra, you are more or less new. Who else? Uh, uh, Tatagat, I mean, unable to pronounce it, and I don't see any other person. So, do you have questions, guys? About GSoC or the community? You can tell Rohit, feel free. It's unnecessary to raise the hand. This is gonna be easy.
So,
Remember,
I was
we
asking,
are not live, but this is being recorded. Later we will share it with the other contributors.
so I, w- I was asking about the new Play Store. Like, are we setting it, or we are using, or we are going with the Go? That's it.
So this is being made by your master senior UX architect. That's Dash. Dash. Explain a little bit
Yeah.
about your new project. Your
So
org.
I was saying, currently that we were also seeing some other app stores that are available, and I don't remember exactly the names, but Vedant, do you remember some other Play Store alternatives that we searched for?
I forgot.
Okay. So the thing was that we were searching for some other alternatives, and we were seeing that if those would be good for us. But the thing is that we wanted something that's easier for every year, that it doesn't impose a lot of timely thing that we have to depend on some other platform, and it takes us too much time to deploy those applications, or so that they can go live by the end of GSoC or something like that, which is why we made our own. So we have like two repositories. One is the data repository that will contain all the JSON data files and everything. And to not make it a mono repo, we have a separate UI interface that is just taking or fetching all of the data, and it is just showcasing all the apps. I believe out of the 50 apps, we have 33 apps that are displayable there, 33 or something like that. And out of those, I mean, more than 50% of them are downloadable as well. So I think it is a good start that we are having our own space, and later we can also push PWAs in it. So it will be not something like only APKs, but you can also have PWAs and links. So it is fully extensible to other means or other things that we will be doing. I think it's a good thing. What do you think, Rohit, about this?
Yeah, that's great actually. I was going through the website and it lists all the applications there, so it is easy to find.
Have you installed it, tried installing it like a PWA?
Uh, No, I just clicked on the install and it installed on my device, and I
That
can then later install through the download manager.
that's great to hear. So yeah, I think that that's more or less the answer.
Good. So thank you for your always nice work, Josh. More questions. Today is just for us to listen to your questions. Remember, I can talk, we can talk, but we've said everything of this already, and everything is in our website. You know, website, Discord, some emails, or streamings, but everything will be always posted on the website because the web is the only thing that remains forever. so so I don't know. Are you Shubham wants to talk? Okay,
Yeah, so I had my question like you had the community stream on 19th. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend, but later I went through its highlights. So there was the change 5 which talked about some QR codes which will go for the basic settings like the user ID, password, Wi-Fi and ports. So my question is that like we have to implement that thing, but do we have to work on the QR code also? Like the generation part also we have to do it, or something will be provided to us like the documentation or
if I don't remember bad, it was clearly marked, clearly stated on the streaming. We are the ones that we will be providing this because, you know, guys, uh, uh, the Liquid Galaxy has a, a code base. We can do new things, but we have to work on a single code base. We cannot start to do as many things. So at some point, we will figure out, we will document what we want on this thing. So it will be if it's some kind of JSON or XML or simple as ASCII file that will have all the information that the user requires to be able to implement Solid Galaxy to be downloaded for the QR code. It will be very easy. The question is that at this moment, um, sometimes there are two things that happen. One is that all the contributors that try to do the settings page always get something wrong. Finally, they get it nice, but in the beginning, always they leave some very important aspects of the setting page. So to figure out, and also in the other side, to improve the usability for a regular user of a Liquid Galaxy, not a developer but a user, we thought about this thing of the QR code. So we are going to be the ones that will provide what is the thing and the methodology to implement the QR code. When in the future, it's not really now. I mean, we have still time to do
yeah. Thanks a lot. That clears it.
So my question was that there was this change in proposal that we have to submit two proposals. So the first one should be our own idea. So that idea should be like a minor feature update in the existing LG apps, or should it be like a whole new app we have to create? So that's my question.
Okay. Again, and please read read the web and the documentation because everything is written here. I don't want to say it's perfectly written. Sometimes we make errors. Sometimes we make slight changes. And when you will see a change, you will see something like this. For example, yesterday I make a change here and I wrote edit for clarity because some people were sending to us. There are a few contributors that have started to send their requirements. And they send us directly the file to be revised, something like the video or whatever. We don't want this. We want a folder with several subfolders, and it is clearly stated here. So again, my question is to you back, Janeda. Have you read the this post, right? And it's not answering your question.
Yes, yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. No, no. My question was like a basic feature update. The thing was that I was asking that. I have read, sir.
so I'm doing both things, trying to so this what you're saying is not already on the website. You took this from the streaming, is possible.
Yes, from the streaming also, and the documents you earlier sent. I've seen those two.
Look at the so maybe on the streams, on the streaming we already did. We have done two, not one, two streams. One lovely stream Josh and me recorded in California. That was the beginning when we started to create the new situations for Liquid Galaxy this year. And the last streaming where we make those things more clear. But if you don't see it on the Google code, software code 2025 still written, this means that this is something that you don't have to care about. So what's the point? Here, maybe I get it wrong, but here I'm looking at the web page. You have it on the Meet. There is nothing talking, nothing means zero, talking about the proposals. Zero. It means that we are not still in this situation. Why? Let me tell you one thing. Google as today, and today is what is today? December 11, 2024, has not announced Google Summer of Code 2025. What means that? Nothing. That means that still they haven't made the announcement. What can mean this? Are we gonna have GSoC next year? I think we are gonna have it. But at this moment still we don't know if we are gonna have it. And of course we don't know anything about GSoC. We don't know what are gonna be the dates. We don't know what are going to be the Google requirements, because remember, there are two kinds of requirements. One, the Google ones, the Google as the company that will pay for your intern with, and then the Liquid Galaxy project requirements. Those are two levels. So at this moment, we don't have presented all things, and our things are here, and there is nothing talking about the proposal one, because still we are ahead of this situation. Proposals. I can double check. We can double check last year agenda, but are still far away. Let's go Google Summer of Code 2024. I'm using the menus. I'm looking for the agenda. It will be deep inside or very long posts we have with the with every year with the Google Summer of Code. I'm just trying to find the die. You have to present the proposal, but it's still. Oh, Samia, take a look at this. You are the first one. Take a look. March 19 till April 2nd. This was last year GSoC 2024 dates. Last year, I mean, we are still in GSoC 24. I mean, last GSoC. So what means that? That we are still months and months ahead, 4 months almost ahead of the presentation of the proposals. So I don't know if I'm answering your question, Janedra, but the thing is that you still don't have to care about this. You all have to care on doing the 4 pre-requirements we have for Google Summer of Code 2025. And those are, I try at least to clearly mark it here. Those are the 4 things you have to go. And remember, you have to go for them in order. You cannot send us some students are doing that. So instead of sending the second requirement, and I come back the requirement and say, guys, please read the information, because we said clearly, the one, send it to us. When we review it and it's good, it's clear, we will tell you back, and then you can start, or you can present us the second one. We can have the order another way, because for starting, we have to know if you are able to install the virtual Liquid Galaxy. If not, there is no place here to do to talk about nothing else. So do the pre-requirements in order. Send it to us by the Google Drive thing. We will review it and we will back to you to continue to the second requirements and so on. More questions. I don't want to be the one talking. I want to, just in case. I want to be the one answering and with my colleagues. More questions. If we have no questions, then that's it for the thing. Thank you for coming. Mohit, you still have your hands raised.
Hello, sir.
You can go.
So in previous stream, you said there will be a task related to ROS and Gazebo. Can you clarify more on that? Will that include hardware or only simulation?
It's a good point. This is okay. The mentors are preparing the ideas page. The ideas page is something that Google requires to us, to the organizations. This is something like a big file, big Google Docs, where we write the the ideas for projects we have for next GSoC. Okay, so I mentioned that's right. I mentioned that we are thinking to do something related to robotics. This is not new for us. We've been doing things for robotics in the last 3 years or so. Different kind of robotics, maybe not related to robots, but related to robotics. And this year there are going to be a couple of projects related to robotics. But the answer is will still not be clear because we're in the process of creating the ideas page. Usually when Google announces the GSoC, they ask us to have this list provided for some date. So we still have to wait for this date. In the meantime, we are not going to be sharing the ideas page till there is no GSoC. So we need to know the Google agenda for presenting you the ideas page. Okay, but the answer is yes, we're going to have some kind of project. Maybe it will be based on ROS, maybe it will be based on Gazebo using different Chrome browsers in our system. There's going to be, because those are already ready, but I cannot talk till we don't have the full ideas page ready to be published, and Google is not announcing the GSoC. When they announce the GSoC, they ask us to publish the ideas page. Those will be not public. I don't know if this is answering your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for the question. Another one, Mahip. I can see all the
Yes, sir.
persons. So you make already the question.
Yes, sir. So my doubt was related to proposals only, but you said that it hasn't been announced yet. So
Yeah, that's the question. We still have to wait for more things. What we don't have to do is to wait for Google for everything because we as community we always start building because we need to know what are the knowledge, the abilities of the persons that are wanting to be with us on GSoC. And for this reason, we start hours early in the autumn of every year before GSoC. And that's the reason why all the pre-requirements are already published, and you have to be working on it. And remember, there are some dates, and dates are totally important. You have to accomplish dates. For example, task one, it says January 10th. January 10th is in no time, so people that wanted to stay with us before January 10th has to be presenting us the video with the Liquid Galaxy virtual installation. Second task, create the Galaxy folder app, January 20. Third task, it's today and before this contributor announcement around May. And fourth task, about interest for the Liquid Galaxy wiki. That will be the same. Before announcement of the contributors. So there are two tasks that have to be done before. The basic Flutter app is not new. We have been doing this for years, and the Liquid Galaxy installation that has a tighter timing, and the other ones are till Google makes the final announcement. More questions, because Bedan is waiting for your questions. Howard.
I want to ask Mentor Yash that the project that you have created on web, like, is it connecting with the like the Liquid Galaxy?
You mean the LG Web Store?
No, that one that you have created for the Liquid Galaxy, I think.
Okay, for
Yeah.
the LG Orbit, that proof of
Yes.
concept repository, if you install it on your local and run it from the local, then yes, it is actually connecting and it is orbiting. Were you able to test that?
No, I was just trying to know that how you use the SSH, because I searched that to use the SSH we need like it to write something on the back end.
Yeah,
We cannot directly do that.
it has an express I would say backend as well, that is having a node SSH2 package that is converting all your HTTP requests into SSH, which is something that I originally thought would be a good idea. But yeah, we are still working and researching on what could be a better way to do it and what could be more seamless and better on the UX. So yeah.
What is our tech stack for the projects based on web technologies? So if we still haven't decided what is going to be our technology, please don't think about projects in web, because we still haven't published what is our agenda on this. So if you want to try to go for a GSoC in there, still you will have to create a Flutter app. If in the upcoming weeks, maybe a couple of months, not much, we have totally defined and totally agreed among the senior mentors what is the tech stack, the technology we can use for the web-based projects, we will publish it. But till now, those are only, I will say, research and test.
Just to add one point, it could either become a whole defined proof of concept that you would be building the web application, or it could even happen that it becomes one of the ideas on the GSoC 2025 that you would be making as a proof of concept, so that in future we can have all the web applications too. So yeah, it just depends on the time and things that we have.
Good. Any other questions? Is your opportunity?
Yeah, so some question recently popped up my head. So as I was going through the work, like the last year, your agenda was all about AI. So I was thinking whether while designing our project, along with the all generative AI and all that is available with us, can we implement local ML models that we derive from some Kaggle datasets in our app or project that we are working on?
We have found the keyword projects were focused on AI. This year is not going to happen the same thing. First thing, it's not going to happen the same. I mean, last year there were around 50-60% of the projects focused on AI. This year is not going to happen. Second, as you may remember, we already have published that no longer we are going to have a local server for running models. And if we do some AI related projects, will be based on public APIs, paid or free. Something like accessing Gemini, because we are a Google project, accessing Gemini or Gemma in another instance. It can be Rohit, I don't remember, but you do your project last year based on Grok.
Yes, it was in Grok. Gemma,
You
Gemma.
access the Gemma open source model from Google by Grok API, and then other people access the Gemini API by Google Cloud. So this year is going to happen the same. We are not going to have local models running in a local AI server. But as we also explained, if we are lucky and we finally get the resources, what we are starting to explore is to make local projects based on AI, as you were saying, but those has to be with, I would say, a proven technology. We don't want to expend time from our contributors doing research too much. I think I explained a little bit of this, but we will have hopefully some hardware that is still not available in the market, but if we are lucky, we are going to have it soon. That will be some kind of laptop running, having a NPU, a powerful NPU. So maybe we have some projects around this technology. But again, like the web or other questions, we have to have very clear what is the tech stack to offer contributors to make a project. We don't want everyone going places and doing too much research and not focusing on the thing. Let me go back. Beran, what is the focus for this year?
This year we'll be focusing on a lot now. I mean, it's different now. We'll be focusing on web as well, apart from tablets. And the new thing, the mobile phones. We'll be developing apps for mobile phones now instead of
Well, I
tablets.
think there is another answer. You have to know it. What is the focus of this year? Focus, general focus. It will be for all the projects. One goal. If you want to.
Visualization.
That's right, man. That's right. Now we are gonna start the projects we wanted last year to be this way. We didn't accomplish, and I would say that a little bit of guilty for this was the AI thing. Contributors spend lots of time doing research and doing things with AI. But finally, the most important thing Google pays these projects are to have really nice visualizations of KMLs on Google Earth. And contributors did very nice work on the AI and sometimes with the data, the process, the whatever code they need for the accessing the AI. But they did that but most of the times they did a bad um, final results. For us, the final results have to be what appear on the Google Earth screens, KMLs. So this year will be in the other sense, in the other way, as we already have said in the streamings. Even the proposals will be not based on text, but will be based on, Josh, what?
The proposals will be based on
What? What?
UIs. Okay.
Yeah. The
I got
proposal this year will be mostly nothing Google Docs.
Yeah.
This year we will allow a few pages, between 3 5. But we want all the full mockup of both UI and kernels on screen, the visualizations developed before approve any project. So
Yeah.
we are gonna get rid of the other things. Our focus for this year is clear. Go back to the Liquid Galaxy thing. It's having amazing KMLs on the Google Earth, not the development and the achievement of the data. So to end
Just
the
to add,
question, to end the question, sorry, to end the question, maybe we have other projects related to AI based on public APIs. Surely we will have. There will be less than last year, and also we will try to have some projects using other technologies. Let me show you one thing. I have to see here in my expensive. We are here. It's based on this thing. Who knows what is this thing?
Raspberry Pi.
That's only half of the answer. This is a Raspberry Pi, you're right, but it's more than a Raspberry Pi. What's that?
NPU.
Yes. This is a Raspberry Pi with the II hat. There is a hat there. There's another layer of board, this one. And this is the NPU. This runs, I remember, at 13 teraflops. That's a lot of computing power for a simple thing like a Raspberry Pi. This thing runs super fast. This runs YOLO at 24 seconds, 23 frames per second. Amazing. So in the proposals, we will have some development based on this kind of technologies. Local learning models, things like Raspberry Pi 5 with an NPU, or the other kind of laptops I already talked to you that will be able to reach an NPU. I don't know if you are aware, those were launched 1 year ago by Qualcomm, but there are more newcomers coming to the market. And if we can finally have clear how to develop under this platform, there will be one or two projects based on this. More questions? Josh, or what you were?
I just wanted to add that many of you have not asked, but there is a very good question you can ask, that what should I be learning right now, or what should be my focus right now? So at the moment, if you do not know much about Figma or any other designing software, just try to learn it. Just try to take as many tutorials as you can, because you will be definitely needing it. The second thing is, you may not know about KML as much as you would have if you had some projects done on it. So just learn or try to build something on KML that shows very good on Google Earth, visualizes very beautifully. It could be 2D or 3D, that depends on what you are creating. So these are the two things that should be your focus if you want to stand out or something like that. Yeah.
Good. I think it's already clearly explained, but not about the proposals, because we already talk in the proposals in the other streaming. And again, it's not time still to think on the proposals. It's time to think in the pre-requirements. This is the thing you have to be focused. So be focused on these 4 pre-requirements. The two that has some tight timing, 10 and 20 January, and the other two that can be done at whatever time you want. More questions?
Where can we find this document with all the pre-requirements? Because I'm not, well, the document, the web page, because I'm not finding it right now. I don't know why.
It's on the website, Lucia, and it's already on the.
Yeah. I know it's on the website, but I don't know why I'm not finding where exactly.
You mean in the website? You cannot find it. You go to coding internships, and unique post GSoC 2025.
Okay. Thank you.
It's here. This is the post I am just scrolling out. More questions? More questions? Mohit, go ahead.
While designing the UI or UX, is there any specific things that need to be followed, like using material UI or anything?
Yeah, I just want to answer that it doesn't have to be based on any particular design system. You can, if you want, it would be better. But yeah, it should be that you should focus on some of the UX laws. I believe I had a very good session on that last year. You can just go through or scroll through the live sessions, and hopefully that someone will take a Figma session too in this upcoming presentation. Then they could also help you out in all those color aspects. What should be the proper color ratio? What are some of the principles that you need to obey, how you can make a very simple KISS application by following some of the Jacob's law and some of the other laws that are followed by bigger companies and corporations. So yeah.
Also, I will add one thing is that maybe, most surely in the ideas page, the ideas document we will share with you when it's the right time, there will be one project that will have as a task precisely to develop that kind of common interface for the Galaxy based on smartphones. So imagine, I don't want to say material because if it's material, we just follow material, but um, based on material or based on whatever other design language, if we change to develop now for phones instead of tablets, we need to, this year, it's going to be a little bit of mess. Every contributor will present their own UX, and take a look that Josh will be taking a look at every of you, and if it's bad, we will reject it. But there will be a program, a proposal for the students, one proposal, only one, and we will have to choose this person very carefully because this person has to have a big knowledge of design because this person will, his proposal will be based on how on define a new, I would say, a style or template or grade for the upcoming projects, not now, but for the other year and another projects we did all year long. This way, contributors don't have to think about what user interface use. Just they will pick. Imagine we have some GitHub, and this says, okay, help screen, settings screen, whatever, sending information to the Liquid Galaxy, etc., etc. The many, I would say, 6 to 10 usual screens we have in a Liquid Galaxy application. Maybe we define what are those screens, of course, with the code behind the screen, and we will make this as a standard. This way, the contributors in the future, not from next year, we are not going to have time in the future, instead of having to have time to repeat every time the same settings, the same how to reach the same idea, the same thing, they will get this code and focus on the most important thing, that is getting data, good data, create good KMLs and sending it to the Liquid Galaxy. But this will be in the future, and maybe there will be one project related to this in this year, GSoC, maybe. More questions? We are on 40 minutes in the meet. The Bashish, sorry for my pronunciation, go.
Yes,
Could you please open your
actually, I
camera?
want,
Could you please open your camera?
yes,
Because we want to see your lovely faces.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, I wanted to ask, I already asked this on the stream that would it be possible to contact Albert, sir, the one who created the Air Mashup app? Because it is one of the most beautiful application that I found on the last year idea list, and I actually wanted to recreate in Flutter.
Which one, sorry?
Air Mashup.
And the question is, if you can recreate it.
No, actually, I want to contact Albert, sir, because I am not able to properly dissect it and understand it because it is in Python. So I'm not that familiar with Liquid Galaxy and Python connections.
Well, we do not accept anymore applications developed in Python, so you don't have to look at the Python. What you have to look is in the functionalities of the Air Mashup. And yes, we already published last year a project for repeating Air Mashup in Flutter. We didn't have an Australian contributor that was able to do that, wanted to do that. So there will be, I can tell you the bashes, there will be a project to do. Why? Because our mashup has been, it was not a, I would say a 100% finished project. It has some kind of bugs, but next maybe to the, of course, Mentor Josh, Volcano track application, and last year project from, what was the name of the lady from Egypt? Rafaidas. And the name of the app, Vedan?
AIS visualizer.
Yes.
So these two next very much for me are the, I would say, the three better visualizations we have for the Liquid Galaxy project. So all the applications is an mashup. So totally, the bash is we want this year a contributor that makes a rebuild of the mashup in Flutter. Ariane, go. Go ahead. Ariane. No, Ariane.
Hello, Andrew.
Could you please open your camera?
Yeah, just 1 minute. I'll be switching on my camera.
Sure, sure. So Jazz and Vedan, as you can see, I'm just opening from yesterday my new setup that is moving because I'm standing up. I get a standing desk and I'm just standing up. And it's a similar situation. I mean, you are free on the front of the camera. It's totally different to be seated. And also you
Yeah,
get
bro.
a higher view of my setup behind with the Google stuff.
You should
Flutter.
create actually YouTube videos.
Rohit, I have 1,500 videos on YouTube. 1,500. So I don't want to be a YouTuber. Believe me, I'm not a YouTuber, but I have 1,500 videos. So I am doing plenty of videos. Hundreds. So,
No, with that background actually.
well, I do that. You all know, I think I run my different Google-based community channels. And for this resume, I create many videos on many different levels and so on. I'm wearing the GSoC today, I think, but I run money. So, what was the guy that wanted to make a question? Who was the no
Aryan.
Aryan? But I can see him. Aryan, are you there?
Yes, Andrew, 1 minute. I think there's some network issues or something.
Where is your face?
Just give me a
I can
moment.
see your face. We want faces on the questions.
Yeah,
Where is your
1 minute.
camera? Okay. Aryan, a question. We wait for a few seconds more for Aryan. Aryan, now we can see you. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Aryan, go. This guy has problems with the communications.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Go. Go.
Like, sorry, like, what did you ask? Can you repeat the question once?
No, I haven't. It's you that has to make a question to us.
Okay. Like, currently, I don't have a question. Like, I messaged you, right? That can we join the stream even if we don't have a question? So, currently, I don't. But as we go, if I pop up a question, I'll.
You can join us with making a question, but I think you will raise your hand. So no problem. Stay here. I have questions.
Yeah.
Claudia, you don't have anything to ask for? You're a
I
veteran.
actually wa- I actually wanted to ask about the web projects only, about the tech stack. So since that is not decided, you only
But we
answered
can
that.
talk a bit. I'm pretty sure Josh can explain us a bit about what is the status of this thing.
Yeah. So I would tell you a few ideas that have been going, and hopefully you all can brainstorm and think it out. And maybe if you have some extra time outside of those four tasks, then you can execute it. So the very first thing is a very direct way. All the Liquid Galaxy applications also have an HTTP server running. What I mean by this is you can directly send a post, get, patch, put request, and you can add all your data, which could be your SSH command in a certain different way, which could allow you to showcase all the KMLs in like the way we have in the La Palma. If you have used it, I believe many of you have, and other. Yeah, please. Yeah, you asked for a timeout.
No,
So
no, yeah, because that question just is explaining to you all is very, I would say, funny. We, since the very beginning of the Liquid Galaxy, we have an Apache server, web server inside the installation. So all of you that have installed a Liquid Galaxy already have a system to make this. We don't have to think about to install a new web server or whatever. Every Liquid Galaxy installation has an Apache. So
yeah,
it's,
yeah. So let me
but this is not
which
the final solution. We are
yeah.
seeking, consider.
So it means that there could be a certain different way and a certain different URL that you will have to send your HTTP request instead of your SSH commands that you have been doing on your Flutter applications, which could mean that you can make something like, let's say there is a map on your LG web application and it can synchronize with your Liquid Galaxy by just sending some commands when the map is idle. It could happen that you will have to use something like a Google Maps JavaScript API instead of using your Flutter APIs and so on. So yeah, those are the differences that would come. And the way that we want to ship it is we want to use something called HTML web components. So as you know, the web components are platform independent. They would work on Vue, Svelte, Angular, React, whichever platform you call it. So which is why I wanted to ship it like components. So let's say if some certain person wants to make the map UI again, then he just have to write the map tag and nothing else, and all the thing will work and synchronize with the Liquid Galaxy. What other thing I do wanted to have is, let's say there was a QR code idea. So I'm just giving the theory. It could happen that things are differently. Most of the time that you have the same Wi-Fi connection on the Liquid Galaxy, especially on your physical setup Liquid Galaxies. So you normally do not change your Wi-Fi, which means that the IP address does not change, which also means that the port and all the port forwarding, if any rules, then they also do not. So you can actually make or convert that JSON into a QR code, print that out and stick it next to your Liquid Galaxy, which someone could can directly scan, parse the JSON, and I would say place all the data in your input fields and directly connect. This could happen, but there could be that maybe there was a JSON parsing error. Maybe the camera was not so good that it was not able to scan it. So we can progressively enhance it, which means that if the camera is not working, there could be like an OR option where he could just have an accordion where he could click and just get all the input boxes which he could manually fill in cases that the QR code doesn't work and the camera doesn't open, other things like that. So this is what I am thinking of the web application. I'm thinking of getting everything done through the camera APIs, through the Maps JavaScript APIs, and converting all of them into web components, then making a single local storage place which can take all the data that was given to it in the very first half when you went to your settings page and connected to your Liquid Galaxy, which means that every time everyone would have the same kind of JSON format, but different key value pairs. The key will be the same, the values can be different, and it will enable you to get all the same type of experience by making PWAs or directly by launching a website. So this is like one idea that I have been thinking. I am not able to certainly build that at the moment due to some time restrictions and personal things that are going on. But yeah, this is something that you could also think about. I hope that answers your question to a bit.
I will add something here. Also, it may happen like with the design new material, Kelly design for Liquid Galaxy, that we didn't arrive on time for the GSoC 2025 projects with the definition of the tech stack for web. And then what we will do, maybe it's not 100% sure, is to present you contributors this as a project. So at this moment, Josh with other person are testing and thinking about the technology. If we reach the finalization of what we want before the right date, we will tell you, this is your tech stack, do the projects based on it. But it may happen that we didn't arrive, and then we will open a project for GSoC this year for just for some of you that has enough knowledge of the technology to create or to finalize whatever task we have started. This means creating a new one, researching for a new one, or finalizing the one that Josh and the other people are developing, doing a project, testing and doing a project. This might happen also. More questions. 55 minutes on the streaming. We are a few minutes now to close.
One more question. As Mentayash explained that we need to scan a QR code and then the JSON data will be passed. So I didn't get it. Like, what exactly will it do?
So let me just answer it. In theory, first of all, I will add it because it is just a theoretical aspect at the moment. Let's just say what you traditionally do is you go to all the input boxes, you fill out the IP address, the port number, and all the other LG username, password things, and then click on the set up a Liquid Galaxy and things like that. Most of the time, it is the same for each Liquid Galaxy. Let's say your Liquid Galaxy, the first setup already has the same details, and again you are filling it again. For let's say something like an app, it will be stored in like shared preferences. What about web? In web you can do local storage, but it is rather a thing that it would be better if you have a QR code that you can just stick next to a Liquid Galaxy, which would be a printout, and it will have the JSON converted into a QR code. You can just use any online QR code monkey or some other website that can enable you or convert the JSON data into a QR code that will have all the data. So every Liquid Galaxy will have its own QR code that will correspond to whatever its IP address and other things are, which once you scan by using a simple camera would enable you to parse that JSON, and you can just automatically trigger the functions that you want by filling the input boxes by yourself. Does that answer your question?
So means that it is used for the connecting purposes, and then we go to the application, perform the other tasks.
Yeah, it is to simplify all the connection that you do.
Got it.
Imagine that a user arrives to the Liquid Galaxy, and instead of using the typical web tablet we have for till now, we have on a Liquid Galaxy installation, they can use their own phone. So they arrive to the Liquid Galaxy, they scan the QR code, suddenly all the configuration is there because it's on the QR code, and then you have the connection ready with the data for the Liquid Galaxy. Till now, the administrators of the Liquid Galaxy has to have the tablet connected, but now going to smartphones means that other people will be able to use the Liquid Galaxy, and this way we facilitate that connection. I think it's clear. Josh has explained it perfectly. And for you all that are new, I'm trying to find, just trying, not, I will be not accomplished. I'm looking in or dozens of videos we have with Liquid Galaxy, trying to find a settings screen for you to understand. Here, 1 second. Take a look at this. So here is, for example, one setup screen of the Gerard's last year application, Wildfire Tracker for Liquid Galaxy. And here you see the regular fields, the user, the password, the IP, the port, and the number of screens. So instead of asking the user this information will be printed on a QR code. The user just scans with a new application that has the QR code inside, the QR code technology, scans the QR code, and this will be filled automatically. Is that clear? Very good. What else? What else? What else? Nothing else? 1, 2, 3. Anything you want to add, Josh?
I would say just don't be shy. This is your last chance to ask questions. And
no, your last chance is not the last chance. It's the very first one.
Yeah.
It's the very first one we do live with the possible contributors for next year. So this is not the last chance, but it's the chance that we are more, I would say, familiar, because if Gianendra wants to make us a question, yes, Gianendra, if I'm pronouncing well, just he opens the mic and makes us a question. In the future, when we are hundreds of contributors, this will be a little more difficult. That's the point. You are the ones starting early on this, and we are 14 persons on the streaming. There were something like 20 registered for the event, so 6 of them didn't make. They will be able to see the recording on our website, YouTube. But Bilan, do you want to add something?
No, I think
Besides
people
your
are
smile?
people are very active right now. I get the Discord notification from time to time, and I feel very good about it. I try my
Well, you
best.
get the Discord notifications, but I get a lot of activities on on the GitHub with the Just thing migrating for the web store and so on. So I'm also happy. I see lots of activity there.
Yes. Me too. Me.
I was really happy with those who contributed to the store, and they were again and again contributing. This is a very lovely first impression.
I can show you. I can't show you because it's secret. But let me remember one thing. All the contributions you do, and staying today on the meet is a contribution. Doing the requirements are contributions. Working next to Yash, Vedan, and other mentors that have some kind of projects are contributions. Talking to other colleagues in the Discord are contributions. We have a large spreadsheet, Google Sheet, where we mark what people do things. And at some point, we have to decide which ones go to contributors. And if some persons have been better, next to having a really nice project, proposal, fantastic, but at some moment we have to decide. And when we decide, we have this information on balance. So if someone has also developed a very good attitude in Discord, helping the others, helping Jazz, helping Vedan, helping us generally, we have, believe me, a large spreadsheet with many columns that we mark. And at this moment, when we have to decide, we look at this sheet and we say, okay, that person has a nice proposal, but also has been nice with the colleagues, with the community, and so on. So this person will be the chosen one. This is why we select the people. So please don't be shy, ask questions, and so on. Rohit, you are not new. Any other question? Rohit Kumar. No. I like your Formula One style headphones.
Yeah, I am thinking of going to space someday.
Where?
I am thinking of going to space someday.
To the space? Really?
Yeah, and I will I will go to moon and I will place a flag
That's
of Liquid
nice.
Galaxy.
So you know that we already have done lots of projects related to the space.
Yes.
And believe me, Mentor Jazz was with me here in NASA. Explain Jazz.
Oh, we went to that place. We went to that restricted NASA regulated zone where we saw that it was earlier like a museum, but they then made it more like a store. So we went, and I think I still have a keychain somewhere lying here, which is from NASA. So yeah.
No. Here.
Yeah, exactly this one. I have this
Because
one too.
we two bought the same one. Okay, so Rohit, I think you want to present again for the GSoC. So we have plenty of ideas related to space, and maybe we can explore a specific idea for space. We have last year space project from Mattia Baghi from Italy that was totally nice, very nice, developed with their mentor Victor Sanchez. And this year also, as we have done in the past, we will have space-related projects. So maybe it's your turn. Arian, what do you want to say?
I wanted to ask one question. Like you mentioned that this time we are focusing on converting Liquid Galaxy apps to mobiles, right? Like I've seen that Liquid Galaxy apps are basically that work on the 5 panels, the screens which are present, right? So how are we decide like what will be happening? Like how are we deciding to make it to a phone screen? Because the phone screen has a very limited screen size. Right?
I think you're getting the thing wrong, getting the idea wrong. We are not going to have the Liquid Galaxy on phones. What we are doing is to use phones to control the Liquid Galaxy. We only run the user interface of the applications that you develop in a phone, but the Liquid Galaxy will be the same. It depends on the situation. We have installations with 3 small screens, and we have installations with 48 screens filling up our wall. You get the point? You understand me, Ariane? So we are not going to change this. What we are going to change is that the user interface of the applications to control the Liquid Galaxy will be based on smartphones and not on tablets. So before, till now, for the last years, we have a tablet, whatever tablet. This was not because this is an iPad, but something like a tablet, and we developed the user interface on a tablet. As I have shown you here in this screen, this was a tablet size. But now you will have only this part of the user interface because you will have to use only this piece of the screen, a phone screen. So it will be less real estate for you to develop the interface, but the Liquid Galaxy will be exactly the same. It will be whatever number of screens they have on the installation. Good. More questions? Lucia from Finland. No, from Alicante. From Mibi, Valencia. Lucia.
I have no questions, so
You have no questions. That's bad.
not right now.
We have a large conversation yesterday. I know you have all the questions already answered.
Yeah.
Who else? Anyone else wants to make a question? Yes, no, no, yes. Tatagat, Shubham, Saumya, Mohit, Mahit, Rohit, Janedra, Devashish, sorry for my Indian pronunciation, Aryan. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you for our lovely mentors, Josh. Thank you very much. And Vedan, thank you. And stay tuned. We will continue soon with our presentations. And remember, time passes and you have to do the pre-requirements. So don't be shy. If you have any question, please ask in the community Discord or send us an email to liquidgalaxylab@gmail.com and we will talk. Okay? Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Bye.
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 Bye,
Thank
mentors.
you, and you, thank you,
Bye bye.
vendors.
Thank you.
Bye.